Hey everyone, thanks for being here and welcome. I'm Clay Emo. I'm at Canuck Clay on Twitter. I'm at Clayton Emo on Instagram. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. And there's my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary, post-game live stream. Sadly, for the last time this season, because the Vancouver Canucks were defeated by the Vegas Golden Knights 3-0 in Game 7. The score kind of flatters the Canucks in one way and it doesn't, in that two of those goals were empty netters. So really they only put one past Demko. At the same time, the Vegas Golden Knights completely dominated this game. You can tell by the shot total of 36-14. Sure, we had more face-off wins than them and a lot more blocks, but they had a lot more hits. It was just one of those games where Vegas proved to be the better team. So before I start, I just want to say right off the bat, if you're watching from my neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, in the Lower Mainland, in the province, in the country, on the continent, or across the world. I know we have people from all parts of the world that come on here. I thank you, I appreciate you, and you know that I don't take you for granted. Not sure how long I'm gonna go, how long I'm gonna be here tonight. Not feeling it, but I wanna chat with you guys for sure. Not feeling it because I like chatting with you guys, but of course, like any other Canucks fan, disappointed. I'm not sad per se, but I'm disappointed, and because I thought we had a chance to win, obviously the way we've been playing. And the other thing was, I wasn't of the mind of we're playing with house money or this is gravy or whatever we do this year as a bonus. When you get to this far and you only have to win one more game to get to the final four, then that's what I kind of preach in my vlogs. You got to change that mindset from just happy to be here to, wow, we have a chance to really do this this year. So that's why I'm disappointed. But anyways, thank you, Justin, for the $9.99 donation. You talk about they didn't capitalize on the 5-minute major. I'm going to talk about that for sure. So I would say right off the bat, thank you again for being here. I don't take you for granted. If you want to subscribe to this channel, if you haven't already, thanks to a big push from a lot of you guys. I went well over the 5,000 mark yesterday. So thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, I'm close to 5,050 already. Gained about 50 or 60 subscribers in the past 24 hours. So that's awesome. I appreciate all the new subscribers and I appreciate everyone that's been here for a long, long time. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Like this video, not because you like the result, but you like the fact that we can still come on here as mature, passionate, faithful Canucks fans. Okay, like yesterday, I won't go to any of the comments that happened before I got on here because I know there's a lot of them, a lot of people talking about the game. I'm gonna try and go questions only to start off, just so I can stay within 10 minutes of the chat, and then I can open it up further down the road. So I know when I came on at around 8:55, I put a message that said now. That was my signal to myself. All right, so we'll start with comments, questions mostly, but I'll get to some comments that I want to point out. Anyways, and don't get offended if I don't read yours because as these streams get more popular, I don't know about tonight though, it's not always easy for me to get to every comment, but you know that I do appreciate it and I go back and read them afterwards. HSM Fangirl says it was a nail biter. Sucks to lose this way. Yeah, it's tough. Cost us, as I said, no matter what happens today, future is bright. Fellow Canucks fans, future is bright. I agree with that. Andy thinks we sucked this game. Yeah, we were definitely tired. Vegas had to do the same thing, 5 games in 7 nights, a pair of back-to-backs, but that was tough. We didn't look that good. Bobby says, stop carrying the puck in on the power play when the defense has got you. Yeah, our power play was weak, especially on that 5-minute major. I think that was the turning point of the game, unfortunately. Rio says, to be honest, the Canucks didn't show up the last 3 games. Canucks just won because of their goaltending, but this is game 7. Everyone has to step up and not your goaltender, but the future is bright. I agree with everything you said, Rios. I agree with everything you said there. Alex, surprised that Gary Bettman hasn't turned the NHL into the USA Hockey League, banned Canadian. Nahal says, hey, Clay. Landon, hey. Jazz says, I'm mad right now, Clay. I thought you said I'm mad at Clay. That's fine. You can be mad. You can be mad. You can be sad. You can be optimistic. You can be hopeful. That's the beautiful thing about being fans. Remember, fan wagon, bandwagon, doesn't matter to me. But yeah, future is bright and the Canucks exceeded expectations. But like I said, I didn't want to just give into that right away and just be happy with that. We had a chance to get to the Final Four tonight. Having said that, TR says, didn't expect us to be in the playoffs, came within inches of the conference finals. Let's take the positives. Yes, I'm the founder of the GLCPC. I'm going to take the positives, but I do think it was a missed opportunity. Power play, let the Canucks down. Get a couple. Yes, Geronimo, I agree with you. We got to upgrade our D. I think that is the priority of the off season for sure. Marcel's, can I get your cousin's autograph? Are you talking about my cousin Dusty? I can work on that for you, Marcel, I think. Alex reminds us that we get shut out in game sevens a lot. That's true. Landon says he's mad. Yep. Andy says the saddest 5-minute power play. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Gramster, tough loss. Demko deserved it. Was a great season. Yeah, he was a gamer. He let in 2 goals in 3 games. Amazing. Carter, man, Clay, I'm so proud of this team. What an effort. Looked out of gas, but fought. Yeah, we did look out of gas. We played with some desperation in the third period. Played a better third period, but too little, too late. And I don't fault the Canucks' effort at all. I think they tried their best, but yeah, they were certainly out of gas. And when you have guys like Toffoli and Beagle and Sutter and Pearson who aren't Myers, Fantenberg, well, not Myers, okay, Fantenberg, Tanev, Edler, when you have guys that aren't that fast to start with, it really becomes magnified in a game like this. Nahal says, on the bright side, we made it further than I expected. This team is going to be amazing. It says my computer is supposed to restart in half an hour, but I'm going to postpone that. Thanks again, Justin, for the $10 donation. $10 US, so that's like 14 Canadian. Canucks didn't capitalize on the 5-minute power play, but a good season, I agree. Tyson, hey, Clay, keep your head up, buddy. We did. And look how far we've gone and the progress we made in such a short time. No problem, Tyson. Thank you. It sounds like you're optimistic like I am. Yeah, I feel fine. I really do. Nahal, so proud of this team. Demko's outstanding. NHL Goalhorns, our offense chokes in big games. Well, today they did. Gina, it was a good run overall, but the effort today was disappointing. You know, Gina, I'm going to respectfully disagree. I don't think I think the effort was there. You can't blame. They know that it's game 7. They know that their playoff lives are on the line. They won 2 really hard fought games to fight and scratch and claw their way to this point. I think it was more fatigue as opposed to effort, but I'd like to see what other people have to say about that. Drew, didn't like the effort from the Canucks tonight. Only 6 shots through 2 periods, and they tried at the end. They did indeed try harder at the end, that's for sure. I missed a couple. Aaron says it's time for trades. I missed a few. Oh no, I didn't miss a few. I think someone just repeated, so it threw me off, which is fine. It's fine. Okay, here's my stun look where I'm trying to figure out where I was. Landon, we should have scored on the 5-minute power play. Alex, how many goals will they score when they break their game 7 shutout streak? 1,000 or 1,000,000? That's up to you, Alex. High T, did not shoot the puck. Yeah, and Vegas blocked a lot of pucks too. Alan, we had a chance to win. 5-minute power play was a downfall. I agree, turning point of the game. Nahal, I can't wait for the season. Patrick, I think it's time to fire Green. No way. All the positive things, he got us to where we are right now. I would disagree with that, Patrick. Aaron, so much for the season. Marcel, I'm a new subscriber. Welcome, Marcel. You among many other new ones. I appreciate you. Thank you. Dexter, Clay, I just finished bawling my eyes out. So many positives, but this series proved how far the Canucks are away from being contenders. I'm not bad, but I'm sad. We'll get them next year, Clay? So tough to say. Our team, I think, may look drastically different next year because of how many players we have to sign, UFAs, RFAs, how much little cap space we have. We're going to make some tough decisions, and one of them could be in net. Patrick says, and file Newell Brown, who is in charge of our power play. Yeah, that was a good part. The power play was really good when the postseason started. Dominated against Minnesota, was good against St. Louis, but yeah, had trouble against Vegas for sure. Demko is a demigod, says Andy. Landon, the future is bright. Dion, what do you think the Canucks are going to do this offseason? I don't think there's any guarantee that they signed their big 3 UFAs, Markstrom, Toffoli, and Tanev. Toffoli was hot and cold in the games he played. Tanev had a great start, against Minnesota, but kind of, cooled off a little bit. And Markstrom, what does Demko's performance say about Markstrom? He's getting older. He's more injury prone, probably because we ran him to the ground this year. So that's going to be interesting because you got the Seattle expansion draft hanging over your head. But I do think the Canucks got to do something on their D. Maybe don't re-sign Fantenberg as a UFA, and maybe you only keep one of Tanev or Stetcher. I would keep Stetcher, but Stetcher also, you didn't really notice him tonight. He barely played. When I got to look at the ice time, but I remember seeing Hughes, Edler, Tanev, and Myers out there a lot. I'd say Stetcher and Fantenberg probably didn't play a lot of the third. That's my guess, though. That's just my observation. Now here it is. Aaron says, time for trades. He's so mad. Aaron, don't be mad. Be happy. This is a good performance. Alvin, so proud of the team, Clay. I'm from Steveston, too, and now living in Hong Kong. That is nice. Thanks for reminding me. I still got to get my steps. That's another thing I say every time. There's tons of fans here, too, in Hong Kong. Yeah, I can imagine. And some of them are on here. Future is bright. Where about in Steveston? You about? I live in the Steveston and Railway area. Friendly Walker, how important is it to keep Tanev for Hughes' development? He was a factor this season, but I don't think Hughes needs Tanev, quite frankly. And I mean that respectfully to Tanev, but Tanev is getting older. He's going to want a lot of money, And can you bring him back given everyone else? I think Hughes will be fine with whoever he plays with, quite frankly. Candy Penny Saver, future is cancel. We have awesome guys coming. Podkolzin, Hoglander, Rathbone. Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 years away each. Alan, your opinion on Jake Vatanen on tonight's game? Not too noticeable. Not too noticeable. I thought he was, but that was the same for a lot of the Canucks. Gina, before anything, opinions on the Reeves hit. It basically nailed in my hatred for Reeves on the ice. Yeah, that was dirty. That was a dirty hit. Canada Penny Saver, future is bright, I mean. Yes, 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 yes. Aaron, hockey was ready to go home. Oh, sorry. That's your name, Aaron Hockey. Vancouver is ready to go home. I think they're tired, but I wouldn't say they're ready to go home. Super Onmon, I feel more heartbroken than I thought would be. Yeah, some people are quite sad. And this is still wanting to update, but I keep saying postpone. Sad face. Vegas go to Knights, baby, from Trump. Dexter, embarrassing performance. Can't even score on a 5-minute power play. At least the series proves how far the Canucks are from being contenders. Not that far, though. We would be singing a different tune if we had won tonight. Rai says, RIP. Rios, I would cry, but I'm not, because I'm so proud of this team. You can cry out of happiness, too, for sure. Michael, give me a sec. Let me just fill up my water. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Okay, guys, I kind of lied. Oh, Friendly Walker, $10. Thank you for making this such a positive season. Thank you very much for your donation, Friendly Walker. I'm in the middle today. I say I drink water when we lose, and I drink Pepsi when we win. I'm not blaming my family, but there's no Pepsi in the house. So even if we won, I'd be drinking juice today. Okay, let's get back to it. Michael from Austria says, I cried at the end of the game. I was pretty sad. I was pretty despondent, I will admit. Ryan, good season, guys. It's been fun, but really hope we can pull this off. Pull what off? Meaning continue to improve. I would agree with you, Ryan. Patrick, Canucks didn't deserve to win, to be honest. I don't know if you talk about deserving or not, but Vegas was the better team, for sure, Patrick. John, excellence of execution by the Golden Knights. Mission accomplished. JT Miller trade justified. Will both goaltenders still be Canucks by next season? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't think we should react too quickly because of 3 strong plays by Markstrom, 3 strong games by Demko, but I definitely think it changes the lens of the negotiations for sure. Gina, I think the series proves how close the Canucks are to contenders. Yeah, so some are saying, Dexter's saying it shows how far away we are from being a contender, which is fair. Others are saying it shows that we are right there with the contenders, which is fair as well. And because of timing of games, we're the last team to be eliminated. Gina, oh no, I just said that. Bobby, on the positive, we gain crazy experience. Yeah, think of how much better Hughes and Besser and Pettersson and guys like that are going to be next year. Even guys like Gaudette, who didn't do much in the series, but this is a good experience for him. And he was trying hard today. Dexter, Miller didn't even hook the guy. He put a stick in there, but he didn't hook him. What do you think, Clay? Yeah, I think, I'm not going to say it was a makeup call, but the Canucks, as many parts in the game, were scrambling. I think Tanev cross-checked Hughes in the face by accident. That's why Hughes was down. So it was a scramble play, and you know, if it looks like you're impeding a guy in front of the net and they have a lot of pressure, then I can see why it might have been called or might look very close for the rest. Drew, Toffoli was a bad trade. Only 2 points. Doesn't look too good and blew the missed power play opportunities. Yeah, we gave up a lot for Toffoli, including Tyler Madden and a second-round draft pick. Yeah, so you don't re-sign him just to justify how much you gave up for him, but I'd rather sink that money into Besser than Toffoli. Tanu, we need to keep Demko at all costs when his contract up. He's got 1 more year left, but he's an RFA, restricted free agent at the end, so we in essence have first rights, most of the leverage. He's not a UFA, that's for sure. Filmer, if the Avs won, Canucks would too. Dallas won, I knew Vegas would. Never cheers for stars, but I will this time. Yeah, I didn't think Vegas, actually, aside from Reeves, I didn't think they were that dirty of a team. Like, Marchessault and Smith annoyed me, but I don't hate them. Stone, I really respect as a player. Theodore is a gamer, Yeah, that's fair. You can cheer for Dallas for sure. I would have loved to see Vancouver-Dallas, especially when I saw that Dallas beat Colorado. I think Vancouver had a chance to beat Dallas, but not to be this year. Live and inspired. Live and inspired. No, it's live and inspired. Reveals the need to be suspended for the next round. Oh, sorry, reveals. Reeves needs to be suspended for the next round. We'll see what happens. I think taking out of Game 7 is pretty big already. Rios, I was so happy when Ruiz left. Absolutely disgusting. Simon, do you think the Canucks will re-sign Mark Schmer, let him walk, and have Demko as a starter? Be tough to let him walk. You're losing a lot. That's not the best asset management, but if he gets a new contract, he'll probably want a no movement clause, so it's not like you can trade him just at the trade deadline. So you might have to let him walk or at least play hardball with him. Nuts and bolts, Seattle is going to go after JT Miller. Nuts and bolts, I don't think JT Miller is going to be left unprotected. Landon, Clay, who do you think will win the cup now? Tampa. Tampa's been my pick from the East all along. Marcel, yes, Dusty, I got one of his cards. Can I send it to you? Yeah, you can, Marcel. Maybe send me an email. We'll make it work. My email is, I'll just give it to you, and anyone else wants to email me, you can. It's just clayimo@shaw.ca. So it's CLAYIMOO@shaw.ca. Or find me on Twitter, Instagram, whatever is listed in the bios as well. But yeah, if you send it to me, I'll take care of it somehow. Seattle won't live and inspired. Seattle won't get him as he is signed here for 4 more years. Yes. Alex Clay, why didn't Bettman make Vegas immune to the salary cap and give them access to the league's best players? No, I'm not mad at that, Alex. Vegas did a really good job at building their team. They did a really good job in building their team. And we can't be jealous, even though they made it to the Stanley Cup final in their first year. Huh. Miller Dean, oh yeah, we just talked about that. Dusty. No, Clay, will you still be doing streams? Only once a week now. I would never want the Canucks to lose just so I can study more, but I already felt the crunch of it. I was up to 3 a.m. after I did my stream last night. Not looking for sympathy. I'm just telling you the truth. So I can devote more time to now other things like bowling and my masters and church ministry, work, of course, family. Although I'd like to think I haven't neglected family, but I'll still be doing 1 stream a week back to the Sunday night. I might do it a bit earlier instead of 10 o'clock. I might do 9:30, but we'll see. So I'll still be doing streams on Sunday nights. Rios, why did Besser Shot show up with 3 minutes left? Yeah, he had a good chance. Geronimo, they were gassed. Yes, Dexter, get rid of Pearson, Sutter, Beagle, Roussel, Vertanen. Upgrade the D and get some heavy players. Such a soft performance, not the effort I wanted to see. That's a lot, Dexter. I don't think they're going to do all that in one off season. Rios, Myers at the end was popping. Yeah, Myers, he was leading some rushes for sure. Can't blame his effort. Bobby Red, it was fun being on this ride, Clay. See you next season. Sounds good, Bobby. Although I will be streaming every Sunday night. Alex, feel sorry for Demko? Yeah, don't feel bad for him. Obviously he played, it's part of the team, but a great experience for him too. Feel bad for the whole team. Live and inspired, the back-to-backs killed them. They were gassed after going 6 for St. Louis and 7 versus Vegas. Both teams are huge back-to-backs and playoffs are a joke. Yeah, everything I've heard says the league wanted to start the conference finals on Sunday, so that's why they had to fit back-to-back Thursday, Friday, especially given the 2-day postponement of games. Lefty, they had a great effort tonight. They got beat by a better team. Yeah, I actually thought their effort was fine, but the better team won. Gina, toss up between effort and being gassed. Mate or break it was on the 5-minute power play. Yes, no urgency. That bugged me. Diablo, can we trade Louis, please? Yes, we don't want anything in return. You take him enough. Is enough for us. That's pretty funny. Dexter, are you going to start your Sunday live streams tomorrow? No, because tomorrow's Saturday, but I will probably start them 2 days from now for sure. Rios, Green is going to be one of the best coaches in the future. We'll see. Andy, why couldn't we pass and shoot the puck like we did in the last 2 minutes of the game? Yeah, and remember, Vegas too, Vegas wasn't trying to intercept any passes. They were kind of collapsing in front of their goalie as well. So, and we had an extra guy, don't forget, on the ice. Nuck still thinks Seattle's going to get JT Miller. Dexter says the team better look different, but I don't trust Benning. Fire Newell Brown, power play coach. Live and inspired, can't win getting shut out 3 out of 7. Yeah, Leonard, I was surprised actually they went to Leonard tonight, but he shut the Canucks out 3 times for 3 of the 4 wins for Vegas. Rio saves in the series. Leonard, 128 saves in 6 games. Thatcher Demko, 123 saves in 3 games. So that says 2 things. Speaks to how good Demko is and speaks to how many shots we let him face. Manpreet, please don't sign Toffoli. I don't think you'd be the only one saying that, Manpreet. Ryan, Canucks don't have the talent yet to be considered a true contender, but at least you have a goalie to build off, and that's where it starts. Can't play kitty bar the door against Vegas and win. Yeah, they're too dangerous. Dexter, why was Miller on that left side? They need shots. They don't shoot on the power play. At least get Besser over there for the one-timer. Embarrassing. Yeah, they tried that one game. I think it was against St. Louis, and it worked. Brandon, what are your thoughts on letting go of Markstrom and Toffoli? Markstrom is great, but I like Demko to take over as starter. What about letting Tanev go? I like for Stetcher to move up. Yeah, I kind of referenced that Brandon earlier. I don't see all three coming back for sure. I have a feeling Markstrom is still back, though. I just have a feeling. Oh, and from this game, try to sign Markey. From those games, try to sign Markey, Tanev, Toffoli, Mott, and trade Eriksson, maybe Edler. What do you think, Clay? No one's going to take Eriksson unless we throw something in. But yeah, we signed Mott for sure. He's I think he's RFA or UFA as well. I think he's RFA. Rob, now that Vancouver is out, who are you cheering for? You're cheering for Vegas. I'm cheering for Tampa. Ryan, don't need trades. Toronto, after midnight in Toronto, but I'm here to bring some positivity. Love Demko. Thank you, Toronto Nucks fans, for being here. Yeah, it's midnight. It's actually an hour earlier than I usually do these. Alex, another year where Canada's NHL teams won't win the Stanley Cup. If enough people beg Bettman will allow Canada to swap teams, do you agree? Of course not. I think it's a bit of a silly thought there. Manon, wish the offense tried this game, but regardless, amazing run that no one imagined. Yeah, and again, I think the effort was there, but they were tired. Manpreet says, don't sign Toffoli, sign Markstrom and trade him at the deadline. Yeah, it's easy to say that, Manpreet, but I don't think Markstrom's going to take a contract with a no-trade clause unless you play hardball and say, we're not going to give you a no-trade clause, so take it or leave it. And then he says, fine, I'll leave it. And then you say, whoops, there goes our goalie. But if you're confident in Demko, then you're okay doing that. Nucks fan, right now I think we have one of the strongest goalie duos in the league. I agree, but I don't know how long it's going to be there because both have to be protected, and you can only protect one. Last resort, I'm really worried about the next few seasons. Going to lose some players to the cap and then get into the expansion draft. Yeah, well, you only lose one player in the expansion draft, and then with respect to the cap, I think what you got to look forward to is in 2 or 3 seasons when Sutter, Beagle, Eriksson's contracts are all gone, Roussel. Then you have Podkolzin, Hoglander, Lind, Rathbone, all coming in entry-level deals, and that's where we can actually spend money to get on free agents. Andy says, one more year to win for Edler. Yeah, I don't know how much better we're going to be next year, but we'll see. Ryan, imagine Patrick Laine on the Canucks. Could be possible with a defense trade and a draft pick. Yeah, you got to give a lot, though, but we don't need more offense. I think we need more defense. Dexter, Hugh needs to be more like McCarr in the power play. Most of the time, McCarr shoots and results in a tip. Redirection, shoot the dang puck, Hughes. Yeah, but you're not going to shoot the puck, Dexter, if there's a Vegas Golden Knight player right in your lane. It's easy for us to say and yell, shoot, shoot, shoot. But if it gets blocked and goes the other way, guess what? It's a breakaway. But I hear what you're saying. Patrick says, Clay, would you be surprised the Canucks don't make the playoffs next year? I wouldn't be shocked, but I'd be a bit surprised. You know, you think that they'll build on this experience. I don't think they're going to flame out next year. They're going to have basically the same players. Basically. Ryan, I'd be surprised if they make it, but in 2 years they'll be strong. Maybe kind of talk about, we were talking about some contracts coming off. Last resort, I personally thought Vertanen, Myers, and Setcher were the only skaters I actually liked tonight. They're the only ones to generate offense. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, I'm gonna go to questions now just because I'm already 10 or 12 minutes behind. So I started to read all the comments. Justin, I'll read notable comments here. Justin from Texas, see you next season, boys. My 10-year anniversary as a Canucks fan. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you, Friendly Walker, once again for that donation. People talking about the Canucks having a bright future. Man, interesting. Is it me or is our offense not as good as advertised, but our defense is better than it's given credit? No, I think our offense is still good. Even though we got shut out 3 times, it might be weird for me to say that. Because remember, offense isn't just your forwards, it's your defense clearing pucks, turning pucks over, and getting the puck out of their zone. So, you know, not to split hairs, but maybe both can be improved a little bit, but I think our defense needs more work than the offense for sure. Maestro says, do you think Markstrom will get an extension even though Demko's was lights out? I don't know. I think it changes the bargaining position of the Canucks. I really do. Ryan says Reeves was in the back celebrating. Yeah, he's allowed to. He's allowed to join his team afterwards. It's not like he has to leave the arena or whatever. Kevin says, why can't the Canucks keep possession when our top line is so good? Their fourth line is better possession than our first. Yeah, Vegas is really aggressive. They're really aggressive. And I think the combination of the Canucks being tired and not being able to handle their aggression overall, I think it led to a disaster tonight. So more comments, mostly positive. Amitage says, why did Nucks look for the perfect shot? Yeah, it looks like it. And Travis Green even says that they're guilty of overpassing sometimes. Alex, if Vegas wins the cup, let's ask Bettman. No, I'm not going to talk about swapping teams anymore, Alex. Maestro says, what if the Canucks drafted Theodore? Then we'd have two really good defensemen. Patrick says, do you think Dallas beats Vegas? I don't. I think Vegas, from what I've seen, from watching Vegas 7 games in a row, and I'm not hoping Dallas beats them because Vegas beats us. Nor do I want Vegas to win the cup so I can say we lost to the cup winners. I don't care for all that stuff. I want Tampa to win actually, but I think Vegas. I think it's gonna be Vegas and Tampa. I think Tampa is gonna. Oh wait, Philly and Islanders haven't played yet. They played tomorrow, so the Canucks are the second last team to get booted out. But I think Tampa's gonna beat whoever comes out of that game 7 for sure. Metalhead says, do you think Vasily Podkolzin and Niels Hoglander will join the team in December? And do you think the NHL seasons will postpone? Do you think NHL seasons will forever be in December to September? No, I think they need one more transition year to get it all straightened out again and get back on regular schedule. And I think Podkolzin and Hoglander will join the team not next season but the season after. Dexter says, thanks Darkness, respect for coming back here. Darkness, I'm sorry I probably skipped over your comment earlier. Okay, you the St. Louis Blues fan, congrats to the Canucks. No one expected you to be here this early, beating the previous champs and getting Vegas to 7. Your future is very bright. Yes, Darkness, that is a very nice comment, and we do remember you from the St. Louis Blues series. Thank you for being here. Yeah, and people paying you, giving you respect, which is cool, Amitage, thoughts on Nucks passing it back into the zone when they're under pressure instead of chipping out? Yeah, I noticed that a couple times. But in game 5, game 4 and 5, they were chipping it out, and that wasn't working because then Vegas would just turn it over and come back. This time, instead of chipping out, they would actually make a pass back. And unless you're Hughes or Myers, then you kind of pin yourself. And some of the Canucks forwards are not good at getting the puck out of their own zone. Besser, Pearson, among others. Some of our best forwards offensively aren't the best getting pucks out of our zone. Although I'm not, I'm not pooping on Besser because I thought he had a pretty good game. Imagine if he scored, if he put that shot past Leonard. Maybe we're having a different conversation. I'm not blaming him, but that would be nice to get that by for sure. Razor, thoughts on the Canucks' physicality throughout the entire playoffs? Often see the big, heavy physical teams progressing more throughout the playoffs. Yes and no, because we beat St. Louis and they were a lot bigger and heavier than us. And I wouldn't say Tampa's a heavy team. They're more of a skilled team. Colorado probably more skilled than Dallas, but Dallas isn't like massive either. But every team's got like bigger players, so I'm okay with the Canucks grit. I really am. I think just Vegas has a really tough combination of grit and speed and skill. Live and expired. Podkolzin is one where you left on KHL. Won't be here next year. Yeah, unless the KHL season ends early. But I agree with you. I keep thinking 2 years from now. Tanner says, who do you think Seattle is going to take from us? It really depends who we expose. It's so tough to say right now. We'll have to talk about that a year from now. Dexter says, you got to get the kids back on the streams on Sunday nights. We missed them. Yeah, well, one of the kids is helping me out. That's all I'll say right now, but you guys probably figured that out. But one of the kids is helping me out tonight behind the scenes. Nux, Horvat jersey, number 53, used to be the jersey number of Shea Theodore and Alec Martinez. Interesting. Rios, why did Besser shot show? Oh, yeah, you said that already. Or if the Canucks played on Saturday, they would have won. Tough to say. We need to remake that third line into a scoring line. Yeah, they're kind of not the best checking line, but they're not the best scoring line. I think we do need an identity for our third line for sure. For sure. Harjot says, do you think these young Canucks will win under Travis Green as coach? I do. This is Travis Green's first taste of the playoffs, and he did well. He won 2 series. We were so close to winning a 3rd series. Kind of sucks. I did predict Canucks in 7, and I was so close to that. But before the playoffs, you guys know, before the postseason, I should say, my prediction was the Canucks would win 2 series, that they would win the play-in round, which they did, and that they would win round 1, which they did. I didn't know who they'd be playing, of course, but so at least that prediction was okay. That's a good question, though, Harja. I think the Canucks will win under Travis Green. Darkness, Clay, Blues are going to be the ultimate playoff loser of the 2020 playoffs if the trend continues. What do you mean they're going to be the ultimate loser if the trend continues? Mega Ramos says, does the lack of physicality and the size of the team worry you going forward? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because you have guys like Pettersson and who aren't big, but they play pretty tough for their size. No, I'm not worried about the lack of physicality. I don't think they got beat up this series. I think that they just had trouble creating good offense this series. I'll keep going through questions. Thank you. Bobby Red says, Clay, what would you have changed in strategy for Game 7? It's very easy for me to say they needed to... Oh, interesting. My computer is going to restart in 5 minutes, and I cannot postpone it. So in 5 minutes, that's fine. I would just have to read comments live, or no, maybe I'll get another. I'll move to another. Can we get another laptop? But yeah, maybe. I'll just have to read comments actually live. So for the next 4 minutes, I'll try and catch up, and then I'll just react to comments on my phone. That's what I'll do. All right. Armin, okay, thank you. Julian says, Clay, have a good... to Bobby Red, you said, what would you have changed in strategy? I would have done more dump and chase and really utilize your speed, but I think the Canucks were really tired. I really do. Both teams were tired, I think. Julian says, Clay, have a good summer. Can't wait to see you next year. Thank you, Julian. I appreciate that. Last resort, were there any adjustments you would like Green to make during the game? Thought they could have really used more puck support and just going one-on-one. Yeah, so tough to say. Vegas had a lot to do with that. Armin, is this the last vid from you? No, I'll still be going daily until the end of the playoffs, talking about the Canucks or the NHL, and still doing live streams on Sunday. Clay, what do you think about trading Markey? Asked Harshan. Well, no one's going to trade for him before the free agent period starts because they know they can get him for free. Not for free, but they don't have to give up assets, right? Because he's made a UFA. So I don't think a trade's going to happen now. If a trade happens, it would be during the season after we resign him. Toronto Nucks fan, have you ever seen a better goalie performance than Demko over the past 3 games? Not in a 3-game, not that I can remember. Maybe there have been some in history statistically, but as a Canucks fan and remember, these are do or die games, right? So when you think about it like that, I think it was an amazing, amazing performance. Landon, what was the most heartbreaking trade in Canucks history that made you the most sad? The Luongo trade, when it happened, I was pretty sad about, actually, to be honest with you. A couple of people said Linden. Outrim says, as we get stronger, do you think we will get better at dictating play? We are at our best when we are applying. Yeah, I think as players like Pettersson and Hughes get even better and stronger, that they're going to control play quite a bit. Metalhead, do you think we could trade maybe Toffoli, Eriksson, Markstrom, and Stetcher for Braden Point? Then that would give us cap space and room. Yeah, does Tampa want all those players, though? I guess Markstrom makes it a little more palpable. We need more speed and strength on the bottom 6. Oh, yeah, that was sad. Okay, good. My computer is going to update, so I'm just going to start reading comments off my phone. And so if you have any questions, and this might, it's pretty chill tonight. No one fighting or anything, which is good. But I think maybe for this one, I won't stay on too much longer so I can take care of some family stuff. But I'll stay on for a few more minutes because I've kind of caught up to at least the questions. Harshan says we need Furland. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We'll see. That's $4 million. That's $3.5 million a year, right? That could come off the books if he goes on long-term injury reserve. Real says, bro, it's unreal that you get more views when they win. No, I don't think it's unreal. I think that's expected. People are in a better mood. They want to come on, but that's okay. Harmon says they could use a guy like Ristolainen from Buffalo. Yeah, he's drafted the same year as Bo Horvat, and I remember that. He's okay. He's okay. He's not the best. But yeah, going back to your point, Rios, yeah, I'm not surprised that I get more views when the Canucks win. And then Justin texted me and said, yeah, if the Canucks had won tonight, I probably would have set a record on the stream as we did last night. Rios, I meant to say there should be more people because it's the Canucks last game. Oh, I hear what you're saying, but it's Friday night. Maybe people just want to watch the post game and then not worry about it tonight. Armin says Mayor's taking the Myers, Clay, what impact would Josh Levo have in the series? Good question, Alex. I think he's a solid third line guy, so we would see less of a guy like Gaudette. Do you think Portland will get an NHL team? Tough to say, Maestro. I think that that expansion is done for a bit. Harmon, do you think they should keep Tanev? No. Then you let him go. Rios, do we sign Levo? Yes, but Levo, his bargaining power, he doesn't have any because he didn't play since December. Got injured against Vegas, of all things. Friendly Walker, hey Clay, just want to say thanks for being the positivity we need. I think I speak for all of us when I say it makes being a fan a better experience. Friendly Walker, that's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Just being myself and being a diehard fan and chatting with you guys. Rob, thanks Clay for doing the post-game live streams. It made the games fun. Thank you. People are too busy crying, says Manon. Trump says, go Vegas, go. They did win. Last resort, do you think they need to change the power play coach? No adjustments when nothing was working? No, because he also led them to fourth best power play in the league. I think I think they got to just make adjustments. You think we can keep the big three UFAs? No, I don't, Rios. I think at least one, if not two of them are gone. Do you know when the offseason will start? It will be the first week of October once the Stanley Cup is awarded. Toronto Nuck fan, is Clay Stream the best? Yes, thank you. So this is the trick. Now I'm reading off the phone. The comments disappear like in 5 seconds. So if I don't get to it, so I just missed one, sorry. Harmon, do you think the Canucks change the top six? Yeah, I don't think Toffoli comes back. It's just my gut feeling. Edmund, hey Clay, Canucks didn't win, but Canucks got a bright future, 100%. Indeed. Oh, my ring light is attached to my computer, which is rebooting. So that's why it got dark. Who is the best player for Vegas? I think Theodore was good. And Robin Leonard was good as well. Alex, what injured player would have made the biggest difference? I think Ferland, when healthy, would have made a really, really good difference. This is like Clay after dark now. It's fine. I'm going to change it to my plug. Well, my computer updates. But yeah, I think Michael Ferland would have made a big difference if he was healthy, though. Not Michael Ferland, who was injured all season. Toronto, is it not a Clay stream without a computer update? That's funny. Isn't this the first time the computer is updated in the middle of a stream for me? And as I'm talking, I can start my computer again. You think Dallas beats Vegas? No, Edmund. I think Vegas wins in 6. And I think Tampa, whoever they play, is going to win in 5 or 6. I don't think any of the conference finals are going 7 games. Harmon, what should the Canucks explore in free agency? Defense. Right shot D-man. That way you don't have to worry about Tanev and Stetcher. Both of them not coming back. I'm not sure I'm thrilled with a Myers, Rafferty, new guy scenario, but we'll see. Kelsey, do you think DiPietro's ready for backup duty? Yeah, I do. But I don't think it's going to be Demko DiPietro. I think DiPietro's still a couple of years away. Tyson Berry, yes, I like him, but he's kind of expensive. Canucks need to rebuild. Says Dexter, Edmund, would you be comfortable with Canucks walk from Markstrom? I would understand it if they did. And Dexter says Hughes is good. I agree, Hughes is good. Now my computer's going crazy as I'm talking to you guys. So let's go for about 5 or 10 more minutes, and then we'll wrap things up. And then, of course, now I have more time to Demko proving a starter. Yes, Edmund. I actually have to deliver 2 talks to an online conference tomorrow. I should probably start them, so that's what I'll do tonight. Maestro, how much do you think Markstrom will get in free agency? I think the year started at 5, 5.5, 6. I think he's going to be wanting $6 million, and I don't know if the Canucks are willing to give that when they got to sign Demko in a year. Canucks just finished their rebuild. Thank you, Kim Isles girl. I'm sorry, Clay. No problem. I hope that you have better luck tomorrow. Thank you. Would you trade Demko for a promising up-and-coming young D-man? I don't know. I like Demko. We have our starter, I think, going forward. I would give Markey, max I would give Markey if we were to sign him is a 3-year deal. Yeah, 3-year deal perhaps, but how much is each year going to be worth? Okay, my computer's back up. Dexter says, good luck tomorrow, Kim. Yes, I was rushing to make sure I didn't miss anything, but now I can see my comments again. Yeah, Kim, thanks for being here. We're okay. Vegas was the better team tonight, and I'm certainly proud of the Canucks, but we were so close to making the Final Four. So I hope you guys have better fate tomorrow. Alex, if Vegas lets Robin, should the Canucks sign him? Tough. We weird to sign the goalie that beat us, but Robin Leonard is a UFA as well. He keeps getting a series of 1-year contracts. Robin Leonard basically is connected to Kim. Isles Girl 3. Actually, it's a really cool story. I hope the Isles win tomorrow. Demko was amazing. Thank you, Dexter. Thank you, Rios. Have a good rest, great rest to your year, Clay. You made me laugh. Have good insight. Thank you, Harold. I appreciate that. Who goes from the Canucks D? I think Vandenberg's gone. Jordy Ben's got 1 year left. Edler's got 1 year left. So you're still looking at Myers, Hughes, Edler 1 year, Ben 1 year. Myers, sorry, many years. Edler 1 year. And then I think Rafferty's got a chance to make it on the right side. I think Julevi is going to fight for a spot on the left side as well. Quinn and Pedersen were great, and Demko was amazing. They were indeed. And you love your Panda. I know you love Leonard. Now I want the Flyers to win the cup. Okay, don't tell Islesgirl. Islesgirl, you were probably so gassed by that Leonard save on Besser. Do you think the Canucks this offseason will extend Hughes and Pedersen's contract or wait until next year? I think they got to wait. They got to see how this COVID salary cap is going to, and you don't want to commit money now a year earlier than you don't have to. I don't think it's going to be a distraction though. But I don't think there's no point to signing them now. I don't think Hughes or Pedersen would take contracts now. Toronto says, this team outperformed our expectations. Let's enjoy that. I agree. They certainly exceeded our expectations, but I didn't want to give into that before this game ended because I still think we had a chance to win. Will says, Edler has lost his edge. Islesgirl says, that cross-crease save was sexy. Yeah, maybe for you. Which defenseman should we go after? You know, I like Travis Hamonic, Tyson Barrie, maybe too expensive. I don't know if Brendan Dillon's free agent. Pietrangelo is going to be too expensive, so there's some options. Harmon says, who do you think the Canucks should add on defense? Oh, I just talked about that. Hope no riot happens. Zed, I don't think so. Going to miss the Canucks hockey 3 more months. I didn't expect to beat Vegas. Canucks fan, that's fair. Dexter Barry is terrible, can't play D. But maybe it'd be good under a different coach. I'm not sure. Imagine if Besser scored, Canucks probably won. Yeah, the 2 turning points, not his fault. If Besser scored, and if we did something on that 5-minute power play for sure. Okay. You know, we're at 40 minutes. I think we're at a good spot to wrap up. So I'll do more of an extended wrap up right now, and I won't go back into the comments now. But you can leave whatever you want, keep it clean, and I will certainly read them after. So thank you. We did a live stream after every game this postseason. So that was 4 games for Minnesota, 6 games the Blues, and then 7 here. So we did 17 post-game live streams. You know, say something in the comments if you actually were here for all 17. I think there are a couple of you that were. So if you were here for all 17 live streams, just say something. Just say, look at me, or I'm the best, or whatever. Not me, like you. So thank you for those of you who were here. I know Dexter was here and Rob. Okay, that's awesome. So thank you for being here for all 17 live streams. You may have seen his name. My son Sean is sitting 10 feet from me. He was doing modding for me. It was actually way better than I thought it was going to be. Yesterday it got kind of goofy, and that's why I asked Sean to help me, and so I appreciate him doing so. But thank you. 17 live streams. Sometimes 2 or 3 videos a day because of how excited I was. Pre-game, post-game, preview, review, whatever it may be. So I'm still going to do some daily videos until the Stanley Cup is awarded. No, I'll probably do daily videos, keep on going, but it won't be, you know, obviously I'm going to have to look for different angles to cover for the Canucks. I like covering the Canucks more than I like covering other teams, but I think there's going to be a lot of stories between free agency, draft, you know, all those things. So there'll be a lot to talk about in the next couple of months, but it won't get started in earnest until the Stanley Cup is awarded. So for those of you who've been here for all 17, thank you. For those of you who just joined, maybe this is your first one, I thank you as well. I know that you guys can be doing anything else right now, but instead you were hanging out with me for the past 45 minutes, and maybe on a tougher night as well. So let's be proud of the Canucks. They definitely exceeded expectations, gave them a taste of what it takes to win in the playoffs, but they should hold their heads up, and we should be proud as Canucks fans for sure. And I want to thank you for helping me grow this channel a lot over the past month, especially grown in terms of subscribers, and I really appreciate that as well. And there are other ways to follow me as well, although I'll be still doing daily videos on here, and I'll be doing live streams just once a week on Sunday nights, usually around 9:30 or 10 o'clock. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. But you can also follow me on Instagram. It's my full name, Clayton Emo, ClaytonImoo. You can follow me on Twitter at CanuckClay, or you can hunt me down on Facebook if you really want to, but Facebook is for oldies like me. Okay, guys, thanks for being here tonight. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I appreciate you. And also like this video, not because you like the Canucks loss, but the fact that we were able to hang out for 45 minutes tonight. So I wish you a safe night. I want to thank you once again, and I'll check in with you tomorrow. And then I have another live stream on Sunday night if you want to join me then, either at 9:30 or 10. I'll make sure that I tweet it out and share it as a post here on YouTube. Okay, Canucks fans, hold your heads up. I'm not in the best mood, but I'm in an okay mood, and I hope you are too. Stay safe, Stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless you. God bless. I just said that. And go Canucks, go. See you guys soon.